We are back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us. Nick Barris here with Metro Vice Mayor Jim Schulman. Final segment this morning. We're going to talk about a number of things, and it was pointed out too, and we reported this when it happened. I don't know if you knew him personally, but Dr. T.B. Boyd III passed away on the 3rd of this month, and you know, someone very well known in the community, especially in the black community. He was a fourth generation, it says here, president, CEO, National Baptist Publishing Board, and just meant a lot to a lot of people, and was a pillar of the local society here.
No, I never had the chance, I believe, to meet Dr. Boyd, but big name in the city.
Yeah.
That's a big loss.
Yeah, he was a visionary. I mean, had a lot to do with the National Museum of African American Music here in Nashville. Donor and the like, and like I said, we certainly reported on air, but thought we'd mention that.
There are we have lost during the last several years some very important people that did some tremendous good in our city.
Wanted to ask you a bit about the election just behind us now, and just it's curious as you see some of the results. Some well-known people lost judgeships. Very, I think, close race for the district attorney's office, and Glenn Funk maintained that. He did win, but I mean, it was a challenging race for him. Monty Watkins, who was a well-known judge, I think for more than 18 years, maybe more than that, I'm not sure, who presided over several high-profile trials over the years that we covered gavel to gavel, and he was actually beaten.
I looked at the races and talked to a number of people yesterday about them. I don't know exactly what happened in some of these things, you know, in terms of why certain things happen.
Turnout is always is low.
Yeah, turnout was low.
Unfortunately, but that's the way it is on these races.
This was one of those races where it was important to get your voters to get out.
Yep.
And not a lot of people voted. And one of the strange things, Nick, and this is just the way it works at this point, but maybe there's a better way to do it, is, you know, if you looked at the ballot, there were lots and lots of races and lots of names. Now, a number of judges ran, you know, unopposed.
Yep.
Get that. But
Sheriff Darren Hall ran unopposed.
But in the races for, like, our circuit clerk, in the race for DA, in some of the races for judges, you had 3 or 4 names on that ballot. And when you went in, unless you really knew all these divisions and knew all the people who are running, you might go in to vote for, like, on the DA's race, you really were interested in that, and then you see the rest of them, and I don't know if people had a chance to really get to know all those candidates.
You don't, and that's the thing about judgeships. You don't get to as much, and that's lower turnout, and then people who know them. What's interesting is with our judgeship now, when we do gavel-to-gavel trials, it's at the circuit court level, criminal court. It's the highest level court in Davidson County, and all of them now are female except for one. Judge Steve Dozier, and I think that's a reflection of, one, I think finally some equality there, and women are every bit as capable as men as being judges, but I wonder how many major cities in the country at the circuit court level have almost all of the judges being female, which again I think is perfectly fine. It's just it's a unique thing, and I think it makes an interesting statement about the city as well. Steve Dozier is the only remaining male at the circuit court level here, and again I think it's a positive reflection that you elect the person, not the gender or the race.
Right. In the end, what you want are judges that are capable, that understand the law, that are fair, equitable, and that can handle the position and do it with what we as Nashville's look on as, you know, they are doing their job.
Yep. So that's behind us anyway. A lot more elections coming up, of course, as we all know.
Always.
A lot of things happening on that front. What you got going on? Anything going on?
Well, there's a council meeting tonight.
Yeah, anything big tonight that maybe will be touched on?
Well, so Office of Affordable Housing and Homelessness is up, but I think I don't think the study has been finished, so that may get deferred. It's a public hearing night. I have a lot of public hearing stuff on, and I think I saw where River Chase is, at least there's going to be a press conference before. That's on that community benefits agreement. Piece of property being sold, people being asked to leave.
Right.
So always something.
Yep.
Tune in tonight, 6:30, Metro Council Chamber.
And that is, again, that's what it is. We came full circle on the show. Properties being sold, people being evicted, the property then being turned into something else or being upgraded to the point that the folks who live there can no longer afford to live there anymore. And that's what we're up against, folks. If you sit there watching us today, hopefully you're in a living situation where you're stable to some degree. Your rent won't go up. You know, if you have a mortgage, you've got a place, you don't have to move. You could sell your house for a lot of money, but where are you going to move to, Jim?
You're going to move someplace far away.
If you want to stay in this great community, and it is a wonderful place to live, that's why so many people are coming here, you can make a bundle selling your property, but where are you going to go? So you just can't sell right now.
We got lots of issues that we have to deal with.
No,
a lot of stuff going on.
You're one mellow guy. You're just in the middle of it.
Churning on the inside.
Okay, well, that's it. I figure. Hey, Jim, it's always good seeing you.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much for coming on. We'll see you again in about a month or so. And take care of yourself, all right?
Sounds like a plan.
Take a break. Be back with a programming note right after this. Stay with us, everyone.